Because more and more students are using ChatGPT to help write their law school application essays, the LSAT writing sample is more important than ever, and LSAT may even start scoring it in the coming years. The LSAT writing sample is still your best opportunity to prove your writing abilities and prove that you can argue like a lawyer. Today, I'm going to break down for you exactly how to crush the new LSAT argumentative writing format. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now, the LSAT writing sample has been required for quite some time now. It's always been a way for LSAT to check your English fluency, especially if you're a non-native English speaker, to check your writing abilities, if your grades in college in English, for example, weren't as high as you would have liked them to be. And now that ChatGPT is an option, law schools want to see how you actually write. They want to see that you can think critically, that you can organize ideas and write persuasively under time pressure without anyone helping you. Now, the LSAT writing sample isn't going to get you into law school, but if you do poorly, it could definitely raise a red flag. So today I'm going to walk you through how the new writing sample works, what law schools are really looking for, give you some step-by-step guidance on how to structure and write the actual essay, and how to avoid common mistakes. First, let's talk about the new LSAT writing format and how it differs from the old format. First, the new one is more open-ended and a bit more nuanced than the old sample. Instead of choosing between two options, you're now answering a key question that's a bit broader in scope. You're analyzing a number of different perspectives provided in the prompt, and you don't need to address all of them, just the ones that strengthen your argument in particular. The writing sample's also gotten longer. Instead of having 35 minutes total, you now have 15 minutes to plan your essay and 35 minutes to actually write it. LSAC has already provided a sample prompt on their website asking you the question, to what extent colleges serve their students' interests when they emphasize career readiness over classic liberal arts education. And they give you perspectives in the source material arguing both for and against liberal arts education versus a focus on career-specific skills. Your job here is to choose one side. You make use of the perspectives in the evidence and design a convincing argument in favor of the side that you choose. Now, again, LSAC is not grading the writing sample yet, although they may do so in future years, but they are still looking for clear writing. Don't try to avoid run-on sentences or mistakes in your grammar. Make sure you have Grammarly turned off during the writing sample. By the way, as a quick side note, make sure that you structure your argument clearly, have a clear thesis statement, and support it logically, step by step, with the evidence. Think critically, take advantage of at least one of the perspectives given in the source material, either agree with it, disagree with it, or maybe even both agree and disagree depending on what the situation is, but make sure you're backing up your thesis with evidence, and also strive for balance here. You're not looking to be extreme or unreasonable. You want to acknowledge the counter arguments presented, but still show why they're weaker. Think of this like a mini legal argument and be persuasive in making your argument. Now, use that planning time wisely. Again, they give you 15 minutes before you actually start writing. Start off with what is the key question? Ask yourself, what stance am I taking? What is my position? Which perspectives support or contradict the stance that I've chosen? And what evidence can I use to back up my position? Take some quick notes for your structure. What's going to be your intro? What are the key reasons you're providing to support your thesis? And of course, what is your conclusion? Make sure you get your thesis nailed down, airtight, make your position clear. For example, you could argue that the goal of college should be to create individuals who are able to adapt in a changing job market given the rapid pace of technological change. If that's your argument, that's great. Then map out a body paragraph or two. Each one should give a reason supporting your thesis and also bring in one of the perspectives in the source material, either to support your argument or to refute it. If it's refuting it, of course, acknowledge the weaknesses of your argument given that perspective, but still downplay them and argue why your thesis should still hold. And of course, you want to wrap it up concisely and clearly in a conclusion paragraph as well, just a couple sentences to restate your thesis and highlight why your argument is the better choice. Now, don't overreach. Don't try to address all the source material if it's going to be a bit of a time crunch. Focus on maybe one or two of them. And again, state your thesis clearly and succinctly. Map it out again in the intro and also the conclusion. Take full advantage of the 15 minutes that LSAC is giving you to plan. The more you plan, the more you outline things, the more smooth your writing process will be. Also, don't ramble. Like I said earlier, avoid run-on sentences, but also don't ramble on and on with 10 different paragraphs. Aim for quality over quantity. If you can craft a well-written 400-word essay, that's going to be a lot stronger than a rambling 800-word essay. Do make sure that you take the time to edit your writing. Avoid any filler words and avoid making your sentences too complex. If you're noticing upon reflection that there's a change you should have made, take the time to go ahead and make that change. Take the time to do a practice sample or two before you do the actual official LSAT writing sample. But of course, the LSAT writing sample is unscored for now. It pales in importance to the scored portions of the LSAT. And so if you're not yet at or above your goal LSAT score, focus on that before spending any time at all on the LSAT writing sample. And if you'd like my help on your journey to scoring a 170 or above, my team and I would be glad to support you. We offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. You can check out the links below to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. And in the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.